Hey Salty, have you ever made any mistakes before? Do you wish that sometimes you can erase them? It was just a joke, it was a bad pun, it didn't land, just forget it.
NANI?!
It was just a joke, just forget it. I said forget it! Don't you grains also look at me like you've never done a bad pun before, because you have, right? Please say yes. This week's kit under review, Scholastic KLUTZ Mini Eraser Kit. Well, mini erasers, but it's not a mini kit. You know what I mean. This kit looks absolutely adorable. Everything from that little piranha chewing on the top of the pencil, down to that emoji looking pretty confused, and even the tiny little macaron. Let's not forget there's a purple sloth over there too. This kit was sent to me by one of you grains, but if you're looking for it on the market, it costs holy carp, $18.50 US or $35.24 Canadian. Whoa, this is by no means the cheapest erasers you will get. All right, time to see what we get inside. Here's what we get inside. 8 colors of clay tool, 1 pencil. Yes, you heard me, 1 pencil. Really? Some cutout boxes for decoration, a little house. From a little house to macaron boxes. And last but not least, their guide booklet of how to make the creations. Usually KLUTZ and Scholastic's books are pretty good, but I still wouldn't justify $35 for a kit like this, especially with 1 pencil. Pretty salty about that. Actually, I'm very salty about that. But as usual, their booklets are very detailed, very well worked on, and they really do tell you exactly what you need to make the projects. One of the things I really admire is that this book really does go down with techniques, so you can see different ways to shape them, including flattening them. But not just that, they give you an amazing color mixing chart. That is pretty prime. Not sure it justifies the $35. But the book in itself is always a bonus. So the first project I decided to go for is a parrot. I want me a bird. My bird wants to hang out by himself today. Aww. And also it's really colorful, so we get to try a bit of almost every color. So before you say, "But Jackie, you're doing it wrong," you can take a look at the instructions and do it yourself to see if that's what you get, okay? Okay. All right, so what we need to try out first, what's it say? Oh, that is a bad warning. You know, if they're giving you a warning that the clay may be hard, it's gonna be hard. But before, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Maybe it's still good. Alright, so here are our colors. Usually the whites and blacks of clays are the softest, so let's find out. Okay, that is really soft. Very, very nice. And then the black, a little firmer, but still pretty soft. The red, yellow, ochre, green, purple, blue. Alright, so overall it seems like most of the colors are very workable, so it's easy on hands that, you know, are aged and can hurt us. And also little hands, for the little ones. So the first thing I did was make the measurements of the pieces they wanted exactly as it is on their sheets, and place it on the pencil so that we can get the shape. One of the things I realized right away is that the clay lacks adhesion. It doesn't seem to want to stick together, especially the bigger pieces. Even though I've tried to put the head on there multiple times, it is like, no. So I used some of the techniques I think could work, but then again, once we start erasing, I have serious doubts it's gonna stay in place. So as you can see, things are just falling left and right and up and down and upside down. And when I finally got the whole thing together, it was very underwhelming compared to the picture. On the picture, it feels like a lot of the stuff is photoshopped. If you look closely at the eyes, you'll see that it's a flat piece as opposed to a 3D piece of clay. So here's our parrot. It does not look like the other parrot. It most definitely looks like it's got some things it needs to sort through, some issues it needs to deal with, some baggage it needs to unload. I'm gonna set it aside. We'll make a second one, and we're gonna shove them in the oven and see whether or not they have integrity or they can actually erase. The first thing I noticed with the piranha plant is that even though they tell us to make a smaller hole with the lead part and then push it from the other side, we're not getting that upside down U shape. The clay piece was constantly struggling to come back out. There was no adhesion. I mean, it's no surprise. Usually when we use normal clay, we use liquid Sculpey. But in this case, it's just making a hole bigger and it just wants to get out. I have my doubts that it's going to stick, but you know, guess we'll wait and see. Alright, so here's the piranha. It's just constantly wanting to come off the pencil, and then I read the instructions, and at the end it does say, remove it from the pencil before baking. I feel like part of this is extremely misleading because, hang on, these things are supposed to be pencil toppers. But if they're easily coming off of the pencil, in what way do they have any kind of integrity to stay on there? Wait, does the sloth also need to come out? Let's look real quick. So it clearly says, remember to remove the eraser from the pencil before baking. And this, again, is for the sloth. If it's coming off of the pencil, it technically means we need to re-glue it back on, which for me is misleading because you constantly have to take it off, put it back on, and then glue it. But in the booklet, it does not mention to re-glue it back on. So I guess we'll see once we start erasing. Why am I so skeptical? The salt lives and breathes and grows within us. We are the perfect environment for that. By the way, if you're new here, here's some examples of things that I've made. This is not my best ability, I promise. I could do better. So here they are out of the oven. Let's first test this little fella back into the pencil. It is wobbly, but it does stay if you're gonna keep it like this. Time for the erase test. All right, so annoying news. I just did like this because I was pressing the button over here and it jumped right off and it's on the floor. And just to be fair, I am using their own pencil, so we don't say,
not all pencils are compatible, Jackie. You're doing it wrong again.
So I'm not even pressing that hard, just to show you. If I wanted to press hard, it would be this. Okay, this is very light-handed. I'm being gentle. All right, so I'm turning the pencil upside down, and you can already see just by turning it upside down, it's fallen. Don't do it again. Yeah, this is not gonna work. As a pencil topper, nay!
In the trash!
All right, let's just erase with it normally and see how goes it. See, I had a feeling this would happen right here, is that because there's nothing really to keep it together, it's bound to come off. So in terms of an eraser, it feels like it's more of an aesthetic eraser than a functional one. $35 worth of aesthetic erasers. Unless you make just circles, emoji faces, and macarons, because then you don't have pieces like this that are constantly fighting gravity. It does a decent job for sure. If I wanted to get rid of the darker lead, that's just not gonna have it. So one encounter of erasing is gone with the tail. For our next erasing, let's just call this one verb, because I like verbs. And technically, where would you start with an eraser like this? I mean, it just seems right to start with the head. I'm gonna go as gentle as possible. Gosh, this feels terrible. I'm so sorry. Alright, so let's go over there and have the talk. Time to find out. Is this kit worth it? If you're new to SaltEcrafter, we like to start with the cons first because we believe that salt is the essence of existence. And when your skin has like these white spots, that's not your skin being dry. That's the salt manifesting on the outside. It's not just the inside. The first con is the price tag. It is quite expensive, from $35 Canadian for an eraser kit nonetheless, or $18 US. It's quite the difference. Even if you look at the box, the MSRP is $29 Canadian versus $22 US. Next, are we really just getting one pencil? This is supposed to be a craft kit, which means that it's an experience that can be shared. In this case, you'll have to fight for it. En garde. I'm not sure what's wrong with the clay because it is pretty soft, but it seems to be lacking in its oils. It's lacking in its oils. Because the pieces just don't want to adhere to each other. Even though I've tried different techniques, the parrot is gone. We have lost the parrot. I love it when pieces look natural and really handmade on craft kits because you're supposed to put them together, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So why is it that companies feel the need to either draw or Photoshop the end results? It does become quite misleading. Even though this is an eraser kit, the erasers themselves are very meh, nothing special about them. Even after baking, you would think maybe, you know, the pieces maybe because they're not baked, they don't stick together, and then after baking should stick together. And the answer to that is no, that is not what you get. So even though the erasers are breaking apart, to me it feels like these are aesthetic erasers as opposed to functional erasers. So because anything with limbs falls off, it almost feels like this kit is pushing you or manipulating you, I don't know which one, into making projects that are either round or have no limbs whatsoever. They do give us cutouts, but the cutouts feel pretty gimmicky. Because this is a functional item, having decoration for them seems kind of unnatural. Whereas when we had their play kit and we had little cutouts, the pieces that you make with the play kit are decoration, so it made sense. But in this case, nay. The instructions were not always precise, even though they did tell us to put specific rounds for the wings. Once I flattened them, they were pretty big for the body of the parrot. The toppers are one of the things that are really attractive on the box, but the fact that they keep falling or you have to remove them constantly before baking really does distort the shape, and there's no adhesion, so goodbye topper. The tool is really bulky. It almost feels useless and unnecessary. Might as well use a toothpick. They do mention that we should be sealing the clay in a Ziploc bag. At that price, I really do expect them to give me storage for that clay piece, or the clay pieces in general, but they didn't do that. Scholastic,
For shame!
I'm going to come back on the idea of the price, because for between $18 to $35, my estimate is that we can make probably 10 erasers out of that whole thing. Normal sized ones. Which means you're looking at paying between $1.80 to $3.50 per unfunctional, mediocre eraser. Now on to the pros, because there are some, so I might as well mention them. The booklet really is colorful and helpful in most cases. Not all, but most. The color of the clay is super vibrant. I didn't feel like I was missing any kind of color, and they do give you the mixing chart, so yay for that. And the last pro that I have is that the projects are absolutely adorable. They may not come out exactly like the drawn pictures, but pretty close to the ones that are made out of clay. With that said, this kit is going to get 2 different ratings. I'm going to rate it based on the $18 and $35 price. But in all technicality, let's not kid ourselves, I wouldn't pay more than $15 for a kit like this. And I'm talking Canadian, which means maximum $12 US. So for this kit at $18, I give it a 3 on 10 dorks. For an eraser kit, it's really not functional, so it is pretty much on the disappointing side. Now, if I had to pay $35 for this kit, I give it a 0 on 10 dorks. The erasers break, the clay doesn't stick, and overall, the cutouts are gimmicky. So is it worth it? That is entirely up to you, but the answer is no, it's not. It shouldn't be. Thank you so much for watching my little grains. If you want to watch a crafty video, make sure you check it up here. And if you want to watch a salty review, because you didn't get enough, you know where to find it, right over here. Until then, I will see you in the next video.